Anybody else have anything other than congratulating me on a win?
Yeah, I would like to congratulate Joe on his first win.
Everybody clap it up for Joe. Big day for Joe.
You.
Getting on the board. You're no longer winless.
Welcome back to your Leaguemates. It kind of sucks. Not gonna lie.
You're winning. You're fine.
But at what cost, J-Mo?
Yeah, that's fair.
At what cost? My beloved Rashid Rice is dead.
Next week I play Tony.
I'm so glad I could injure everybody's teams for them.
So shout out to Tony.
My
He's
team.
gonna come in and be now he's gonna be really depressed. He was probably gonna be
He was
happy.
so happy.
He was probably happy his team was putting up a 160, and now Rashi's just getting carted off with a towel on his head. Usually when players got the towels on their head, that's they know.
Travis Kelce's back, all the way back.
Yeah, J-Mo's acting like he cares about Rashid Rice. He's smiling
Look at
inside.
him. He's like,
Just watch how much he pretends he cares.
I can't see him. There's like a glare.
He loves it.
Yeah.
It's actually incredible how vindictive you can get during the fantasy season. It's incredible. It's incredible.
I hate that they're just not announcing it's the torn ACL. Like,
I mean,
they're giving me
they
just
gotta
enough
do the
hope.
MRI.
Yeah, they have to do that MRI
But if they're already like, yeah, that shit's
If
torn,
you're
just say it.
Mahomes,
Just
you
say
gotta
it.
be like.
But it's like it could not be a full tear either. Like that's what the MRI is for. Because like you can do the physical tests, and a lot of times they're very accurate, but like they're not 100% by any means.
Yeah, they're
you
giving me
got a
just
chance.
enough hope that like he might return at the end of the season, maybe come for like fantasy playoffs or something. But I know that there's just like another dagger that's
IRs
going
due,
into me.
No matter what, it feels
Yeah,
like.
for sure.
Probably the drop is due if he has
It
an
didn't even
ACL.
look that bad when it happened. Like it looked like that hurt, but not like this is gonna end his season.
I mean, just
His
your knee
knee-
going backwards.
I guess.
No great way. Like, I remember Giannis did it like a few years ago, on, not to go to basketball, but he did it a few years ago. I thought like season like done, like in the conference finals, and he played like next.
He just
game.
No way.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
he
he's-
hyperextended it, so
but it
for him it
went
wasn't. Yeah,
back.
No, it went
Ugh.
back. Yeah,
So
hyperextensions
Rashi's
are
back
bad.
next week. Is my
Dude,
point.
that's what I'm saying.
As long as he's
I
a
think-
flexible dude.
I think he sits next game, sits for the bye, obviously, and then I think we get him back in there.
All right.
I think we get him back in there. I think the Chiefs need Rashid Rice. If anything, Patrick Mahomes should have to give up his ACL for Rashid because he's the
Something.
one who caused it.
That's brutal. I've never really seen that. Like your own teammate took you the fuck out for the year.
For everything
As
that
a
Rashi has
quarterback.
done.
Yeah.
He even forced a fumble
I know.
on
like,
the
he was
interception.
fuck-
That man's never going to put like that amount of effort into another play ever again.
No shot.
Whatever.
He's gonna be scared of contact.
That's
He's
what I
gonna
mean.
be
He's
like
gonna
Tyler
he's
Lockett.
gonna be Tyler Lockett from now on, dude.
Goat.
All right. Well, we have the week 4 mostly results. We're recording this Monday morning. We do have one game that's going to come down to Monday night. Everything else is pretty much in the books, so we'll go over that, talk about the matchups, talk about what we liked from week 4, what we're concerned about outside of our players fucking dying on the field. So we'll start at the top here. We got JL, who was winless,
Finally.
taking on Nick, who had a little bit of a stinker this week, only projected to score 100. Big letdown games from Breece Hall.
So here we go. Flag in the end zone. Braylon Allen's about to get the front.
We need Braylon.
Alright, true score.
Baker's gonna put up fucking 50 points this week. If Braylon comes in and gets this goal line carry, my season's over.
You don't think they're putting that big boy in there?
I mean, they should. If I'm the Jets head coach, I'm 100% putting Braylon in.
Who's in there?
Let me see it.
Who's in?
Who the fuck? Oh no, you got
Solomon
Brees.
fucking Thomas.
It's Brees. It was always Brees.
Didn't get in.
No.
He's always Braylon.
Braylon is shot.
Put the goat in.
Oh my god.
Let the kid play.
Don't do this.
He's
No.
just a boy. Who's in the huddle?
No, what the hell?
Solomon Thomas, what you doing?
Solomon Thomas is such a.
They gotta stop with this slow panning to not showing us who's.
Who the hell's the running back? Oh.
It's Brees.
Stuff that man.
It's never been braced.
It's
Put Braylon in!
What are we doing?
It's
Braylon!
Give me Braylon!
Yo, Brees might be the worst running back in the NFL.
Yo, but like, Braylon might be the best.
I agree.
Put the big boy in.
end of first guy.
Oh, we gotta wait for a whole thing.
Riley Moss, just be the guy. This is the great grind he needs.
Is Aaron Jones? Is Aaron Jones getting him?
No.
And then Addison scored.
My
Oh no.
This is gonna. Pick is total.
This is the worst day of my life.
The only dude who could combat Baker Mayfield today is Jordan Addison.
Holy shit.
Don't you have Jordan Addison?
On his bench.
Joe, where have you been the last hour? What are you watching when you're filming? Oh my fucking god. No.
Kyle Pitts with a double goose egg.
Yeah, his wide receivers like actually not bad. Like you can live with what they put up.
Yeah.
For sure. George Pickens should have had a monster game if he didn't like be an asshole and fumble at
Not
the
a clown.
Yeah. Was
He's
he gonna,
getting so much value out of Darnold. Like from a pure value pick, it's either him or like Justin Fields. Like that's got to be one of the best. late
100%.
rounds.
There's
I would
not
say
many
Darnold. It's Darnold QB6 right now.
I was going to say there's not
he's-
many fancy quarterbacks I would rather have than Darnold at the moment.
Yeah,
He's cooking.
Yeah.
Well,
Reese, on
JL
the other
though,
hand.
despite the win, like JT the high ankle, Devontae like he's not in the roster, but he's got the hammy. ETN might just suck, and Goddard like he's
Etienne's
cooking.
dealing with a shoulder injury.
Is he?
Who is?
ETN.
And then Goddard like once the Eagles wideouts are back, like he'd still be a startable tight end, but he's not going to be putting up double digits every week.
And Xavier Worthy again relying on 3 catches.
Yeah.
Do you think that increases though with no Rashi?
To be honest, I feel like his role is still
his-
what it is.
So this is maybe a Travis Kelce.
I
receiver.
truly think, like, I'm
I-
not
yeah.
being biased. I truly think this is like Kelsey. You got to be just who you were.
Yeah,
For
no,
real.
100%. They just got to ask more out of him. It's just a middle of the field thing. Like, Rashi was the middle of the field, short yardage guy. Worthy isn't never going to be that guy.
Maybe like Kadarius Tony pickup would be
For
kind
sure.
of nice for the Chiefs.
Bring back Tony. That shit worked for a minute. Nah, did you see before the Chiefs game, guys like Rashid Rice, and I think there were a few others wearing like the shirts,
Yeah.
acting as if Travis Kelce
I
died.
saw that.
Like what the fuck? Dude
it
was
was a
in like a
little odd.
3-game slump, and they're like pray for my boy.
It's up in
Yeah, what the
remembrance.
fuck? That kind of makes me feel like he's just never gonna piece it together.
Zay Flowers is a great buy low right now.
You think so?
Yeah.
1 catch for 10 yards in a blowout game.
Well, they just didn't pass the ball for back-to-back games because they didn't need to. Like, they just could run it and be successful, and that's going to happen sometimes. But for the most part, that's not going to be every single game. So I think buying him low would be huge.
I used to be
Yeah.
all in on JL's roster, but even like 1 week in, I'm like concerned.
so much shit changes week to
Like
week.
JT being out and now having to actually count on Worthy game in, game out.
could be out for a while, too.
Yeah.
Like, high ankle is no joke.
And I feel
No.
like, hasn't he dealt with this before and it lingered like
That
into
was
a
the,
couple seasons, I feel
That was
like.
the 2022 season.
Yeah.
Let's
where
not
he just-
forget.
Oh, he's got Buck
Yeah, let's not forget he has
Yeah.
Bucky Irvin on
He's
his bench
fine.
and Zamir White.
and Wandell. I lied. I'm back in on JL.
Devontae Adams in the lineup. You know, Devontae Adams could just go into his like flex, and then ETN becomes his running
Yeah,
back
it's just
replacement.
I don't know how long Devontae's out.
That's fair.
And
yeah.
if ETN misses a week with his shoulder, who knows?
I will say though, Baker Mayfield, similar to Sam Darnold, just absolutely cooking right
Yeah.
now.
I think he's like QB2. Like he is.
He's
He's doing
great.
really
Outside of the
well.
one game against Denver, which Denver might actually just have a really good defense.
Yeah.
Like outside of that, he's been amazing. So
JL having Lamar and Baker right now is great.
for sure. So congrats to JL on your first dub of the season.
Nick's team needs to be healthy so bad. Like
Yeah. How concerned are you guys about Brees Hall?
not at all.
Not a lot.
Like buy low. Like this is his worst game of the year. He's not gonna have a
Yeah.
sub 4-point game.
It
again.
sucks that it doesn't suck in real NFL, but in fantasy it sucks that Braylon's like getting so much work. But at the same time, it's like both of them are so good. Like you can't not have them both on the field. It's just they're gonna be games like this, and there's gonna be games like this for Braylon where neither of them score, and it is what it is.
This
It also was a
just,
shitty weapon.
Yeah, that was sloppy.
Yeah.
But wouldn't that like help the run game? Like I feel like, the Jets kept
theoretically,
trying to,
but like if you know they're gonna have to run the football.
yeah, no, that's a fair point. So unless Jared Goff can score
Kyle
about
Pitts, though.
60 points,
Pitts, I think Pitts will be fine in the long run. Like he still saw 3 targets. He still was running almost every
you
round
say
in the
still
offense.
saw 3 targets.
For a tight end at this point in the year, yeah, 3 targets is better than fucking half the tight ends we have, which sucks.
I guess so.
But like the tight ends are so bad,
I think
and
there's
like Pitts is like I'm saying like he's not a great tight end to have, but he's gonna be a tight end down the stretch. Like he still has to play Carolina twice. He still has to play like their schedule isn't like elite by any means. Their hardest games were like the first part of their schedule. And I think he'll be a serviceable tight end for the rest of the year. Like he's gonna have games like this where he's like 1 or 2 catches, like which sucks. But he's gonna be like the same thing as every other tight end right now, where it's just mid as fuck.
I'm definitely more concerned about Kyle Pitts. I kind of feel like it's in Atlanta. It's like they'll throw the ball to London and Mooney and no one else. Like they'd rather throw it to Ray McLeod than Kyle Pitts.
They're just not throwing it to anybody but Mooney.
We're not even seeing like a huge Bijan.
No,
Dude,
seriously.
like Tyler Algier is getting used as if this is an Arthur Smith offense.
The Bijan top 3 fantasy narratives, like no shot.
No.
Right.
No fucking shot.
Yeah, none of the top running backs feel like they've worked out. Like McCaffrey, Brees, Bijan. Like I would be upset if I had any of those as my first round pick.
Only like you had to hit the next tier of Saquon, A-Chain, Kyron. Like those guys.
Yeah, that second tier was money.
Yeah, that was cash.
All right, but this is good for the Pookie Bear division.
Great.
Nick taking an L because I don't know how many L's that division got this week.
And we
We'll
need
find
him to
out.
take these L's early because I do believe in his roster when it is
Oh,
healthy.
100%.
Like-
AJ Brown coming back is going to be a huge issue.
It's
with
nice
Cooper
to
Kupp.
see Carson, like he spent 50 fab and Carson Steele
Oh, I'd love that for him.
dog water.
Yeah,
Like,
he's droppable.
negative points. Yeah.
He's so
Ty-
bad.
like he's got 2 negative. Tyler Bidet and Carson Steele.
I laughed so hard seeing Tyler Bidet on his roster. I know what happened to him is horrible, but
Yeah.
like it's just
I actually
hilarious.
don't even know what like it's just lower back and he got.
I don't know. It's just funny that Nick picked him up and immediately
Yeah.
he's not dead. But
You think Cooper Kupp's even gonna come back? Like it'd be like
I
Yeah.
truly think
Not
the
dead.
Rams are going to lose spirit and like just tank the season.
they're gonna be like, "Fuck it, don't even show up to
I
work
said to you
anymore."
yesterday.
like
I think there
2022.
is a world where I think they could come out and like be like 3-5, and then like they come back and like, all right, let's make a push. But it's a very small world.
I just don't even know if they can get 3-5. Like them getting that Niners win, like they to me
Yeah, but they still
should be
play
an
like
0-4
New England.
team.
They play. I forget who I sent you. They have like a few Raiders.
Yeah,
They
I
have a
don't
few
know if those are
definitely winnable
locks, though.
games. No, they're not locks, but they're winnable, which is like at least something. And they've kept everything close. Like the Bears' defense just beat them.
Matthew Stafford had a good game with
Yeah.
no weapons
Yeah,
out there
he's
really.
still fine.
Yeah.
He'll always be the GOAT.
All right, let's move on to another matchup here. We got mine and Joe.
You're mean
Unfortunately,
for not eating one for Joe. That was
I
shitty.
couldn't do it. I didn't have that in
Joe
me. I'm not
needed
that nice
that.
of a person. Joe's gonna stay winless. Unfortunately, fall to 0-4.
There's like a world where Joe, if in 4 weeks somehow Jameis is in for Amari and Tua's back, like we're looking at his team completely different.
100%.
But it's just not
big what if.
what it is right now.
Yeah, no,
Damn, Stafford, 4 points, dude.
I know.
That's
We're back to like 30 seconds ago. We were like, Stafford had a good day.
wow.
It was a much better real life game than it was fantasy for sure. Amari Cooper had a huge touchdown ripped away from him.
Yeah, that
I
was huge.
shit my pants when that happened.
Yeah, that was such a big play.
You're
That,
shitting your pants. You're up 50.
but that was like I feel
10
like that
point play. Like,
You would have given him a chance.
for sure.
Who's gonna be your flex now with Rashi out?
Dude, that's the problem with my bench is like there's no one flexible. Like I
Yeah,
feel like I
Watson's
could
done
drop my
too.
entire bench and no one would give a fuck.
Watson's done
Oh,
too.
you gotta
Jenkins
get like if
done.
there's someone on the waiver, you gotta spend.
Yeah. I'm not trying to like glaze myself here, but I actually thought I had a roster with like no holes.
I mean,
you
you
did.
did.
And then now it's like there's a giant
I mean,
hole in the
I
flex.
don't love either of your QB2s.
That's fair. No, that's fair. Like I'm not in love with them either. But,
like,
I just feel like
if
the
this is a
quarterback
normal
position,
league, one quarterback, you probably have the best starting 7 or 8, whatever that is.
Sure. But like we've been saying with quarterback play being so down, it kind of just feels like Daniel Jones, Derek Carr are like normal QB2s. You know.
The fact that even Josh Allen can have like a 7-point floor now.
Right.
is-
Thielen being down sucks.
For sure. Thielen I would have loved to throw in as the flex, but
you
It-
need some
you know,
depth.
it just feels like I'm not even in
One
love
bye
with
week
Chris
and-
Olave, but it just felt good being like, oh, Olave is just my flex.
That's
You know.
true. You got Monty on bye next week.
Yeah, what you going?
Because I got Gibbs. I know
Oh,
he's
yeah,
on bye.
yeah.
I'm starting like Tajay Spears.
It's gonna be Mason and Ty Chandler.
Dude, buys hit hard right away.
No, you know who's getting the fucking bag is Trey Sermon, dude.
Yeah, Trey Sermon's
Dude,
about to
you're
get
right.
Trey
man.
Sermon's about to
Right.
get a paycheck and a half. All right,
Him
well,
and Flack.
dude, I kind of was considering like, and this is probably an overreaction, but like either splitting Nico or splitting Jordan Love. If I split Nico, get like a receiver and a running back back. If I split Love, get like a quarterback and maybe another position player back.
I don't know if I would do that right.
I don't think I would too because I think all I need is
mean-
just like another flex play, but the flex is just gonna be horrendous for me.
But Nico's that good.
Yeah,
Nico
like,
kind of is that.
Nico kind of
He's
covers your
so
flex.
Fucking like if you could get 6 points out of a flex, he'll get you the rest.
Literally no one on my bench. would have got me 6 points.
How you feeling about Kincaid? Now, 2 weeks later.
I don't like Kincaid. I just think the tight end position's so bad that he's okay.
I mean, 10
he's
points
fine.
is very serviceable.
No, 10 points is an elite tight end performance at this point. But I don't think he himself is like anything great.
I'll trade you Tyler Conklin for him. Deal.
That's the thing. Is like how big of an upgrade is Kincaid to Conklin really?
Huge.
Anyways, sorry Joe. Maybe next week.
Hurts.
We all feel bad for Joe. All right, Gut.
He
Let's
don't
move on to your matchup here. Adam.
Yeah, fucking
Had a
Justin
fucking
Fields,
week.
Derrick Henry, no lube,
Holy
behind the
shit.
shed.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty rough.
Fade it to Pickens.
Oh my god.
Najee, of course, Burrow.
I fucking hate this
Burrow
fucking
gets
guy.
picked.
Bailing fucking Adam the fuck out. Fields dropping a 30 bomb on me is fucking bullshit! Single-handedly backpacking Adam to being in this game.
And he's got Godwin, no? And Evans.
Yeah, but they haven't done anything since the first half.
That was
running backs had really tough matchups. Burrow and Chase did their thing. That's fine.
Dude, does
Deontay's
Ramondre
good as
have a
fuck.
fumble problem?
Yeah, he's fumbling
That
every
brother's
game.
got to get a grip.
He'll be fine. He'll figure it out. But yeah, no, I mean, my wide receivers outplayed his. My 2 wide receivers outplayed his 3, which felt great in the beginning. Conklin got me 6 or 5.7, which I was very happy about. And then I had 40 points on my bench between 2 players, and I started Jacoby Myers.
Yeah. I definitely told
That
you to play
kills.
Myers over Christian Kirk.
Yeah, no, that kills for show. But I feel great about like 5 wideouts I have. Like Josh Downs, I feel good about, especially if Flacco like ends up playing more. Kirk,
Yeah.
I feel good about.
I do think Downs would be pretty cool. I'm so pissed I dropped him if Flacco's playing, but it doesn't feel like A-Rich is going to be missing that much
I
time.
think he's fine.
No, he's gonna play next week, but I'm not putting it anywhere out of the realm of possibilities that he just gets injured again.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we could see
He's brittle.
Yeah, he like gets injured every other fucking play. So I think me having Downs, like there won't be a week where I'm just like I can't play him because like you never know what's gonna happen.
That's
But he
fair.
looks really good. He looks healthy. Kirk feels great. Myers, like it's a serviceable 10 points you'll always take. Like obviously I don't prefer that over the other 2, but like he's a receiver I can always like throw in. Deontay and my other 2 I feel fantastic
Deontay's
about.
so nice with
Dude,
Andy
I
Dalton.
know, it's fucking great. Yeah, no, I feel great about like my team. Dobbins had a horrible matchup. Ramondre had a horrible matchup. Like I just need to figure out the running back room, and I feel like I'll be fine.
Yeah. I
Him
mean,
having Fields and Henry go for 60 just killed.
You
That's
need a
tough.
trade for a running back.
Yeah, that's what I plan on doing.
it is ironic that you were kind of talking shit about Henry, and then he just has like a career day against you.
I was saying, yeah, he's not gonna have the volume.
Derrick Henry could very easily have like 80 yards and 2 touchdowns
No
this week
shot.
against the Raiders. No shot.
I think he sees 9 carries.
Wait, why?
They
We're going to be in a
talking
positive game script. We were down the entire game against the Chiefs. That's why he didn't play.
You're
They
projecting
literally
Derrick
don't want
Henry
him to.
for
They
9
Harbaugh
carries.
came out and said they don't want him to
They
be
don't
a
want to
workhorse.
get him
They're only
30
getting 30
carries.
carries.
You leave God alone.
No,
He's cooking.
No, he's not good. He's not
They
good
don't
at
want him
all.
to be. They don't want him to be a workhorse
No, I
back. He's
saw
going
what
to split
Harbaugh said.
carries.
Trust me, I saw the quote, but that doesn't mean 9 carries a game. He's going to get 15 to 18 carries.
Why would
And
they
he-
give a 30-year-old 18 carries in a game?
Okay, you got,
and risk his
he's on the
injury
high
risk.
end. You're on the way low end. It's 12 to 15 carries. Derrick Henry.
He's 30 years old. Yep.
Yeah, he's 30 years old.
Looks
right?
slow as shit.
But you're saying about the
Looks slow as shit. He was getting hit behind the line of scrimmage every single time. He didn't get a
Well,
chance to get
that's
going.
his point.
Oh, I agree with that point.
So I
don't
disagree.
agree with him being slow.
And I didn't think the O-line was like good. And one of those was true. The O-line's still not good, but he's getting every fucking volume you could imagine. So he's breaking a few and taking him to the crib. His diet's nuts.
Based as fuck.
Is it?
It's like, yeah.
It's like J-Mo on crack.
No fried food, no sugar, no gluten.
Doesn't eat before 4.
Yeah, like
4?
Yeah, it's
that
insane.
was a little extreme.
Yeah,
He's like,
that's
he was
just
like,
dumb.
if I eat before practice, it's like an avocado, like raw. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
I need to be better.
That's insane.
Because you're on the football
Yeah,
field.
like,
Yeah.
I need to grow and be like Derrick.
I will say though, those guys with the crazy strict diets, like Derrick Henry looks like Derrick Henry of like 2022, 21, 20,
Yeah,
like
it's
his
nuts.
entire fucking career.
Yeah, I mean, I made that take and
He's insane.
anticipated that Derrick Henry was going to be 30-year-old running back at his weight and wasn't going to be just more like a bruiser. But he's proved me wrong entirely. And
Yeah, it feels like his
Well,
game wasn't gonna age well.
no, like I mean, you think about it, just like again, his size alone, like you wouldn't think at 30 years old he's still going to be moving 21 miles an hour.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
fact
Like,
that a
that's-
single DB couldn't catch him. Is
I mean,
pretty
DeMar
nuts.
Hamlin was chasing it. I mean,
But still, like they should
No,
be
yeah.
fast.
Hamlin made a life decision.
Yeah.
To step to the
Yeah.
side.
I'm not gonna step in front of him.
Yeah.
yeah, no. But
All right,
I'm-
Adam's team is fucking cooking right now.
if
If Justin Fields
keeps cooking, his team's like unstoppable.
it's gonna be problematic for
and
sure.
Watson was again one play away from having a great day. Like if that play happens,
Yeah.
Watson gets another 6-7 points.
He is like cooked though. If there's a world somehow Russ gets the job back and Jameis starts for Cleveland,
Yeah, I don't
like he has.
I don't
nothing.
like after Watson played good
Will Levis
last.
could also lose his job.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll lose it. It's just like he's so bad at like even if you start him,
You'll
you're
want
gonna-
him to lose.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just get
it's-
rid of him.
His depth is definitely scary for show.
Let's move on to Jack and Sexy's matchup here. Sexy just put the fucking whooping on Jack here. I mean, we kind of predicted that after Thursday night.
B
Dak-
Rob's the most underrated.
B-Rob definitely the best B-Rob in the league, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know,
I think he is ahead of Bijan,
undoubtedly.
like by like 8 spots.
Yeah, it's probably a huge difference.
DJ's so sad.
Yeah, I'm kind of.
Like I'm out on the Bears after I've bet on him now twice, and the only reason he's went over once was a Hail Mary.
I wanted to buy low on him. I've been like making several videos like buy low on DJ. I'm like, I just don't know.
It's like it will get there eventually.
And he's
Will
like,
it
still
happen
putting
this
up, like,
year?
10 points.
Yeah, no, I get it, and like I just don't know when it's gonna happen this year, and I don't know if would be willing to wait to figure it the fuck out because they are like, if they were off by like an inch or two, I'd be like, yeah, it's like right there. They're off by yards.
Yeah.
Like Caleb's missing him by 3 or 4 yards. They just have to get that chemistry down. They have to figure it out at some point, or this offense is just gonna be ass all season and carried by the defense, but.
Yeah,
Hopefully
I mean,
DJ can figure it out. Like
Jack made an interesting move talking about Caleb. He put Caleb in over Hurts, like I think it was early Sunday
He's a
morning.
cone.
I mean, I guess I get the logic of
he was like,
no Brown,
what
no
did he
Smith.
text you then about the first best time at Bilo and Keenan?
I was in the
and-
group chat.
Yeah,
Just
someone
fucking-
said something in the group chat. You could throw up the screenshot, but Jack was like, "This is gonna be the last week to buy Caleb and Keenan low, like before this week," and then they sucked again.
Against the Rams defense.
Mark's put up back-to-back O's. Like
yeah,
that.
him being tight end 3. I also have a screenshot of him saying he'll take Mark Andrews over. Like I listed like 10 tight ends, and he was like, "I'll take Mark over everyone but."
Does he even have a backup tight end?
He was like, "I'll take Mark over
No.
everyone
Yeah,
but
he's-
Kincaid and Pitts." Pitts like fine.
We need to get Joe
But,
one
yeah,
win.
pretty bad.
He's right there.
He really will be.
Is there anyone else that's gonna have only one?
I think so. We'll get to that in a second. But I mean, Mark Andrews, I feel like at this point, if I have him, I don't know if I would drop him, but I would blame no one if they just straight up drop Mark
Yeah, no,
Andrews
I
at
wouldn't
this
blame
point.
anybody.
Like it's to the point where if I dropped him, someone else picked him up, he started performing well. Like I don't even think I'd be mad.
I don't think
Like I
he's-
just think it's now to the point where it's like there's even if you turn things around, we got to the point where I can't trust you.
It's also like going back to the first point, the line isn't good enough to have like a developed passing game right now. That's why they run the ball so much, and they do a really good job of running the ball. Like stick with that and just keep fucking
Justice
running it.
Hill.
The-
Is he on a roster?
Nah, he's still a free agent, I think.
He's sneaky.
I think the weird thing too about Mark Andrews is not like Isaiah Likely's getting his snaps. They just like
no,
don't.
he's blocking.
Yeah.
He's just an
Yeah,
O-line.
they just don't use any of
They
them.
just run the fucking ball. That's why Zay Flowers has 1 catch last night.
Yeah, I mean, dude, Jack. I mean, 115 is a very mid-week.
That's a
like,
high week for Jack.
Yeah, it's not a great week, and you had a monster performance from Chase Brown and Chuba Hubbard.
Bruh.
But that's so someone Jack's gonna be like, I have no holes in my team.
Which I don't know how much you're gonna get of that in the
He was
future.
done. No.
No,
Like
he's
Brooks?
he's about 1 more week
You think just one more?
probably.
Okay.
Like, oh, he'll have a week. Like he'll have like 2 or 3 weeks where Brooks is working in, getting touches.
Isn't Brooks back this week though? Like that
He's
was already
eligible to be
being-
back this week. Whether he comes back this week, I don't know.
I would still say.
I
like,
would say
Chuba's
he probably
have
still
another
has
month.
1 more week, and then I would say the next 2-3 weeks it will be like slow mixing, and then there'll be like 50-50 split in like 3 or 4 weeks. 'Cause
Javonta, you don't really trust. Raheem Mostert, maybe he comes back and does something. I feel like Eckler's actually not a bad option, but none of these guys you feel good of being like, I have to rely on them anything more than like a random flex play, you know?
This is his RB1, RB2.
Right.
60 still has Tank on the bench.
Yeah. Sexy team still problematic. He goes to 3-1. Jack's going to fall to 1-3. Let's move on to the other settlement matchup. We got Casey and Andrew. So this is the one game that Monday night is really going to determine. It's about a 50-50 split. Andrew is up by around 17 points with Tyler Lockett. And then Casey has JSN and Ken Walker. Now, Casey's also got DeAndre Hopkins on the bench going today. Is there any chance you play Hopkins over Kenneth Walker?
I'm going to be honest, I would. Like, I don't see a world where Kenneth, 1, gets full snaps in this game, and 2, this Detroit defense has not allowed a single running back over 50 yards.
Yeah, it's a tough matchup, tough just spot in general. Has D-Hop really been doing anything?
He had a game last week.
Yeah, but, like, I don't see, like, unless Kenneth gets in the end zone, I don't see a world where he gets even, like, 10 points this week. I love Kenneth Walker.
I think he's so likely to get in the end zone. Like, this Seahawks
against Detroit
offense is, like, going to be able to move the ball down the field.
Yeah, I think it's going to be through the passing game. That's why I think Jason will have a good day. I don't know about Lockett, as he's the third option there, but
This was the game of, like, absolute mismanagement. I feel like Brian Thomas Jr.
Why the fuck would you not
should have
start
been,
BT? Like, he should be an auto start at
He
this
should have
point.
been in the flex spot, and then you're up by, like, 3 or 4
You put in
points.
Mooney.
Yeah, he's a cone.
But even if you, I mean, Kenneth Walker was, like, super questionable yesterday, wasn't he?
No, he was fine yesterday. But because he didn't start. He practiced limited on Saturday. He was limited all week until Saturday. He practiced in full, but it's a walkthrough, so it's like he went full for the walkthrough. But
His team sucks.
Who, Casey's?
Yeah. Outside of Jetta's, I don't like it. Oh, I love Kenneth, but, like,
Kenneth needs to get healthy first.
I don't believe in that team in the slightest.
Like him starting Kirk
Smitty's
this
fine.
week is just like I feel like Kirk is always going to be anywhere from 8 to 14 points every week. Like he's not. I don't think there's much ceiling with Kirk Cousins in Atlanta's run first offense.
Yeah. No, I mean I agree, but he's just like a quarterback too that you throw in your super flex spot.
I just don't understand not starting BTJ. Like,
I don't understand that either, to be honest. I feel like in our bets channel, when we were live streaming before the games, he was in the comment section asking,
Do I start K9? Who does Seattle play? Detroit?
Who does Casey play?
the Lions.
Adam?
Adam?
Play Adam.
I play Adam. Who's Casey play?
Casey
Anyone?
plays Andrew.
Oh yeah, you should start K9. Start K9.
You should definitely start K9.
You should definitely start K9.
He's active. You play.
Yeah, 100%.
You want Casey to win.
Do I? Oh yeah, don't start K9.
Start K9.
Don't. Like actually
You want
don't.
Casey to lose.
Yeah, no, don't.
You need
Yeah,
Casey
no,
to win.
don't
K9's
start
fine.
K9,
Well-rested.
please. Enough. He's playing like the number 1 rush defense, and he's banged up. No, cooked.
And we were all like, start BTJ.
I don't think I don't think any of us thought he would start Mooney over BTJ though. Like I thought we were all like thinking, oh, Kenneth or BTJ, and we're like, okay, that could be more of a toss-up. But even in that scenario, with how Kenneth is and coming off an injury, going against the number 1 run defense in the entire league, why the fuck would you not? I just don't understand it.
Yeah. No. And then on the flip side, Andrew's team, I mean, also mismanagement.
It's just
DeAndre Swift drops 30 fucking points.
That's never gonna
out of
happen again.
nowhere. Even Xavier Legette has a really good game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, either of those guys in your flex spot over Tyler
I play him.
Lockett, and you'd be
I
good.
play him next week. Saquon's on a bye, and I play and Herbert's on a bye, so he's gonna have to figure it the fuck out.
At what point does Ayuk not get better?
At what point does he not get better?
Yeah, like
or
is
at what
he
point does
stuck?
he get better?
Yeah, whatever.
Who does San Fran play next week?
The Cardinals.
He'll get better next week.
Cupcake matchup. Nah, I think it's like slowly getting pieced together. Like I do think yesterday was
He's just not
better,
showing much.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Stephon Diggs though.
The box
just
score
keeps putting
king.
up. Like
He actually had air yards this game, so I'm happy for him.
no tanks.
No
big.
tanks, big, yeah.
Yeah.
Tank should be out for another week.
Like he's
so.
probably a top 10 wide receiver on the season.
Oh,
He's
probably.
had like 3 15+ points.
Feels like he's had like 6 touchdowns so
Yeah.
far this season. Patrick Mahomes, another pedestrian game. I mean, where do we think
no
he ranks?
Rashi.
No, dude, that feels like it's gonna be so problematic for him.
They're just not in games where he needs to throw 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the other thing with the Chiefs. Like, their defense is so good.
Offense is just gone in the NFL.
Yeah, dude, we're going.
Jordan
through a
Love's the
defensive
only
period.
motherfucker that says fuck A's down there somewhere.
Let's go.
Yeah, he ran at him.
No, he ran. What? Giving out like a tight end. I thought it might have been the tight end. Well, I just looked up and the dude was hustling down the sideline.
Dude, are the Packers in this?
Yeah, they're down 1 possession with 10 minutes left. You ever watch football?
Packers got a shot? He said you have to watch it. Oh, I think he might have stepped out.
Nah, that's in there.
No, I think he did.
Not. He's in there, J-Mo. He's in there.
Oh my god, he is good!
Just needed any fucking points from Jordan Love. He's
Oh my god! We're back!
He's an asset. Trade me Jordan Love. You want Geno?
Probably. Goodness.
He's so awesome.
All right. Do we have a prediction of how this one's going down?
I think Andrew wins.
You think Andrew's got it?
Like, I just don't think starting Kenneth is gonna.
Like, unless it's like another JSN 12 catch. 100.
I think Jason can go off against this game. Like, Detroit gives up the most receiving yards, and they give up the 7th most in the slot. And both so far, weeks 1 and 2, they gave up over 100 yards in the slot. But it's like
if this is a JSN day and Lockett puts up 1 catch for 18 yards,
yeah, then
like
that's
this
it.
is anybody's game.
Yeah. I think I would rather be in Andrew's position though.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like up 17 with Lockett.
Yeah,
But
100%.
definitely close. Anybody's ball game there.
Well, boys, another game that comes down to the wire for the Motley Crew, and it seemed like we might have had a chance in this one. Spoiler alert, we just didn't even come close at this point. I'm going into Monday night against Casey, and obviously, you know, there's been a little bit of trash talk in the videos with Casey and the Settlement Brothers and me and things like that, but it's been all in good fun and all in good nature. Kenneth Walker goes out and puts up 3 touchdowns on the boy, finishes as the 2nd highest scoring player on the week, only behind Derrick Henry. He had like 33.6 points. It was pretty crazy for Kenneth Walker, so felt like I might have had a chance. Definitely did not. And one thing that really came back this week and really just bit me in the ass is DeAndre Swift. And no, it's not because I started DeAndre Swift and DeAndre Swift was horrible. It's because I benched DeAndre Swift for being horrible, and he goes out and puts up a 30-point week. Oh yeah, a top 5 player on the week in fantasy football in our league with our settings. DeAndre Swift still finding ways to burn me even when he's not in my lineup. I can't stand this motherfucker, bro. But at the end of the day, you know what? Good game to Casey. It was a fun one. I felt like I had a chance. The odds stacked against me with Kenneth Walker and JSN still in his lineup, but whatever, man. The good thing for me is division captain of the big girls. I did pick these big girls to be in my division, and at the end of the day, we are the WOT. So even though I lost, nobody in my division won. Not a single person won their game. So I am going to still be tied for first place in my division. I think I'm behind Gut with the points. But that said, you know, it is 2-2 and he is 2-2. So we're still at the top. Joe doesn't have a win in the division. Jack is still 1-3. So we are the worst probably fantasy football division ever created. We probably just put together the worst month of fantasy football period that anybody has ever seen. But we're still staying afloat. You guys know I have Puka Nacua. I have Joe Mixon. I have a lot of these injuries. The goal was at least get out of the first month with a chance. I just wanted a chance, and right now we still have a chance. So we're waiting for the guys to get healthy. They should be coming back here soon, hopefully. Saquon Barkley is on bye this week. I am nervous as hell. There is no way that I win a game without Saquon Barkley, but maybe Joe Mixon's back. Who knows? Don't even know who I play, but good luck to whoever I play. Good job to Casey. GG's, brother. We'll catch you next week. Hopefully we catch you in the playoffs as well.
And then finally, we got your matchup, JMO, against Nate.
Still, Nate's got life. I'm not celebrating nothing.
Not a whole bunch of life. You guys are basically tied. You have Gibbs and Geno still to play.
Oh, you still have Geno too. I was like, wait, why is it only
Yeah, and he has Calvin Ridley.
I would be nervous if I didn't have, like, if it was just one of them, but I feel good about both.
Yeah, I mean, even if you had just one of them, I feel like.
What you know about that? Really,
I'm scared. Hopefully, he already got his 2 touchdown game out of the way against the.
Yeah, so now he needs a 3.
Yeah. Hopefully, Ramsey could just cool him down or something.
But for Nate, Michael Pittman finally has a good game after looking like an
sell his
absolute
ass
cone.
now.
Yeah.
But then that comes at the expense of Anthony Richardson.
Hey, Rich into the locker room.
Dane's getting last. Yeah, that fucking blows.
Yeah, that's tough.
Just wait, that fucking blows.
We need not another Jonathan Taylor touchdown. It's just what we don't need at all.
Flacco, double comeback player of the year. Yeah, if A-Rich had like even an 18-point week, this would be a sweater.
Yeah,
Kyler
sure.
sucking ass a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, he got nothing out of A-Rich, but it was like Kyler wasn't able to really take advantage of that. Garrett
Bowers
Wilson?
only 5 points too.
I love my wide receivers.
Even Garrett Wilson?
Yeah.
Able to review that and then they have to decide if they accept or decline? You dumb whores. Like they declined it because they said it was a catch. Yeah. Because it's just added to the spot. Dude, I think it is in.
Like Lad, I am very in on.
Lad,
Jaden Reed.
yeah, those
Goats.
guys are huge winners of last.
It's
week.
crazy. Garrett Wilson's your worst
Oh,
player.
he's like, why did I checked this one? He's like, why does he like 42 on the year?
He was somehow higher with Zach Wilson.
yeah. Like what is? But the targets, he's like top 6. It's like
Bowers dropped a probably would have turned into a 25 to 30 yard completion.
that hurt.
Yeah, that was tough to watch.
Kelsey though.
We kind of talked about it. Maybe he's back.
Would you now start Wicks in the flex and then just put Travis in?
Yeah, Wicks is now added to your flex problem.
Well, yeah, because Christian Watson's out. I mean, shit.
It's like it's more so.
And you still have Waddle.
I think I'd still leave Wicks on the bench until he has he's had 2
Unless.
games over 10 and 2 games with literally 0.
But now is where you just.
I'm not taking the risk of the goose egg until I see
Yeah.
more.
Too
That's
many
way too oversimplified. Plug and play. Like he's
Right,
out,
right,
he's
right.
in. Like it's just I'm not banking on that.
Also, they had to throw the ball the entire second half.
Jaden Daniels though,
I know.
looking pretty fucking good.
Yeah, that Cliff Kingsbury offense is cooking right now. The nice part about it is he doesn't have to do anything, which makes
you
it.
have to play a good defense.
Yeah, no, that's fair. But he doesn't have to do anything, and the offense will move itself. In the fact of he had his longest throw of the day came off of swing pass, which is negative air yards. Which is,
Last game, his longest throw was a swing pass.
yeah, in Arizona, it was Mia Zacchaeus went on almost like a bubble swing.
Well, the biggest
checked it
play
down.
was a screen pass.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. On the box score, it doesn't matter. He can do that all game, and just they will drive the ball down the field, and it works great for fantasy. He runs the rock really well, and he'll always get a rushing touchdown.
A lot of glaze going on around Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, it's a little
Yeah,
much
for
for
sure.
sure.
This is like CJ Stroud last year.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like that's who the Commanders are.
Yeah,
but
they are.
CJ was throwing 400. It's
Yeah.
a little different.
But his completion percentage is
But
equivalent to that.
CJ Stroud
of,
also wasn't running like Daniels. Daniels producing on the
Yeah,
ground.
no, Daniel's fantasy wise is definitely better.
they could be the Texans, go 10-7. They're
And win that
3-1.
division.
They get to play the Giants again. I think they get split with Philly and Dallas possibly.
Yeah. Oh, Dallas will easily drop one to Washington this year.
Dallas doesn't have Micah or Lawrence right now.
Yeah, I don't know when they play them, but
Yeah.
Can you click on them, see who they play in the next few games?
Cleveland, Baltimore,
Oh.
Carolina. So
And
kind of
right now,
tougher
Carolina's
matchups.
cooking. What you know about them Panthers?
But if they could beat the Browns.
Yeah.
Oh, 1,000.
I think the Browns' defense will definitely give them a little bit more problems because they run so much man, and they haven't really seen much man.
It's just their defense
but-
isn't what it was supposed to be. They're 1-3.
No, yeah. Well, they also have
It's-
no offense to
It's
help the
not
defense.
carrying like last year.
The defense scored a touchdown last game to keep them in the game last night.
yeah.
All right, those are all the matchups that we had. Yeah, if we take a quick look at the standings, dude, the big girl division might all have dropped the game this week, depending on Andrew.
Yeah.
If
That's
Andrew
fine.
loses, that division went 0-4
That
this week
division
again.
fucking sucks.
It is
Thank you.
Jack
crazy
and
bad.
Joe are in the same division is insane.
It's it makes it so I can lose and have zero worry. I have zero problems.
that is
I'll lose this week, go
insane.
2-2, and feel comfortable.
Yeah. Meanwhile, once again, the Pookie Bear division.
You got a claw.
I-
You got
yeah.
to fight.
Pookie Bear division could have went 3-1. If Casey pulls off the win today, it will go 3-1. Yeah, that's gonna be irritating as fuck if there's 3-3-1 teams at the top there.
Wolt's division's underrated.
I think so too.
I think
JL's
Nate's a clear
divi-
4.
Yeah.
But the other 3, I think, is some fighters.
For sure. Adam and Sexy are honestly Adam, Sexy, and JL
Great rosters.
all top half scorers
Yeah.
for sure.
That's going to be good.
Yeah, that actually is a really strong division. We just took
We should
maybe the
veto-
worst 4 teams and put them in the big girl.
Yeah,
division.
straight up. We should veto and be like, just best record makes it.
Yeah, fuck that. Fuck these divisions.
Fuck the divisions.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching. That was the Week 4 recap of your Idiot League Mates. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel, like the video. Nice thing to do for the day. And we'll be back in a couple days for a waiver wire update.
Big waiver week.